Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, the Hebrew Israelites, your so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shah. So we got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rekah Kodash. The bonus to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether concepted or not. And the sincere salutation to all the ark and pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Akwath who are listening and learning, you few sisters who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah from Jim Master Camp coming at you in the lesson. In true facts, faith, and edification, under the day of edification, Lord willing to be edifying. So I titled this lesson, The Lord Called All of You Hypocrites and Antichrists. Now, this is another kind of like response, or it's another response. Some guy came on the comment board, right? You know, been going back and forth with these Mark the Messenger followers. So the guy said that Samson had locks, right? Like dreads. And I told him no, he had braids, right? So I'm going to edify. Lord witness be edifying. I'm going to get a few precepts in the blue letter to prove that Samson had braids. Okay? Solomon had braids. Dreads, Shiva Jattas, is not our customs, man. That's not a custom of Hebrew Israelites, man. Okay? The Heavenly Father Yahweh never gave us a custom to wear Shiva Jattas, man, aka dreadlocks. So I'm going to start here in Judges because the guy said Samson had dreads, right? So when you go to Judges 16, using verse 19, because he got the word locks in it, right? So it reads, and she made him sleep upon her knees, and she called for a man, and she caused him to shave off the 7 locks of his head, and she began to afflict him, and his strength went from him. Now, this is talking about braids, and I told the guy, Samson didn't have no dreads, man, right? So let's prove this. Now, of course, prophecy is playing out. I don't know if you saw the earthquake that killed. At first, said it killed 920 people. That was yesterday, but now it's over 1,000 people. Over 16. I think it's over 1,600 people. I know 1,000. It's over 1,000 people. The earthquake that killed these people over there in Afghanistan. Hey, that's a judgment of the Lord, man. And guess what? It's coming to Babylon the Great, man. You see how the Lord killed over 1,000 people at one time, man? Well, it's going to be tens and hundreds of thousands of people. Because it tell you in Jeremiah 25 and 33 that the dead body is going to be from one end of the earth even to the other end of the earth, right? So prophecy is playing out. Now I was watching the news this morning when I got home from the plantation. Show you how cold, how crazy it is to be living in Babylon the Great and being westernized by North America. This was a so-called, not so-called, it was a Moabite, a so-called Chinese, right? A so-called Chinese, it was in the news. He killed his wife, right? They say he cut her throat, put her in the tub, right? and play her favorite. And they say he played her favorite song and held her hand while he watched her die, man. While she slowly died, right? Now, this is a so-called Chinese, a Moabite, killed his wife, cut her throat because she burnt his passport. Listen, right here in Babylon the Great, North America, man, down here in Florida, okay? North America, Babylon the Great is destroying these people, man. You don't hear about this type of stuff over there in China amongst the Moabites, man. That a man killed his wife, slit her throat, put her in the tub, and played her favorite song, and he held her hand while she slowly died. North America, Babylon the Great have westernized these people and destroyed them, man. Yeah, the Lord is turning up, bro. Over 1,000 people died over there in Afghanistan, man. That was your how about Shema Shai, man. So this guy came on the comment board. Man, listen. Since I put that video up of Mark the Messenger, what I titled it, Mark the Messenger exposed and marked. Now that video I put up 8 days ago, it got over 1,000 views, right? None of my other videos got that many views in 8 days. When I say I done had so many people come on my comment board crying about that guy, Job 9:24, Shedamite said, you got to be discerned to think that this guy is a false prophet. Listen, man. So one guy came on my comment board and said, and another, I got another topic I want to deal with, right? So the word locks right here, because he said Samson had bread. I'm going to prove him wrong. The word locks right here. Let's click on tools. Finna show you something. See this truth, man? It's beautiful when you studying, when you diligently doing your studies, man, looking up things. See this guy that I told him, I said, bro, you don't got nothing on your channel. Of course, I done had like at least it done been hundreds of people that came on my comment board since I did that video on this guy. And none of them deal with the men. None of them have no channel. They pages are blank. Okay? Let's click on this word locks. Let's play it.
Strong's H 4253. Machlafoth. Machlafoth.
See, these guys don't look up nothing, man. They just start ranting. Now look right here. This is plain. You see what it say? Braid, lock, plait. I told him it's plaits, man. Now let me show you something. You see right here? It's a ringlet of hair. You know what that means? Look right here. It say as gliding over each other. Now, anybody out there, can you not please tell me what it when it mean to say gliding over? Have you ever seen somebody get their hair braided? I had braids. For years I had braids. After I had the braids, I let my hair lock and grow. I had long dreads before I came into the truth. Well, when I came into the truth, and I cut them off. When it say right here, look at this. It say a ringlet of hair as gliding over each other. That's not locks. It's talking about your hair getting braided up. Okay? You know how when a female braids your hair and they separate three strands of hair, three different portions, and they weave them together, right? Like weaving a basket. That's what it's talking about. It's a ringlet of hair as gliding over each other. You see it? It say right here, braid, lock, plait. It's not talking about dreads, man. Now, let's say we can have dreads, right? Let's just say that. What's the word? Uh uh let's just say, what is it, hyperly? Um I forgot how they say it, whatever. Let's just say we can have braids, right? Did you know the scripture say you supposed to cut your hair? You supposed to only pull your heads and not suffer your locks to grow long. Now I tell you in Malachi 3, right, that the Lord is purging the sons of Levi. Now in Hebrews 7:14, it tell you that not all 12 tribe men are priests, right? We all know this. The 12 tribe men are priests now. So if you're a priest, you don't supposed to have long hair. Okay? It mentions it. Now, right here again, it say braid, lock, plait, a ringlet of hair, which is three different portions of hair that women, when they braid your hair, it say as gliding over each other. And you know what that means. That's plain. Now let's get this. When you go to Ezekiel 44, right? I was going to take me a nap because I'm sleepy, but I couldn't. But this was on my spirit to go ahead and get this out the way. So look, it's Ezekiel 44 and 20. Now we know the priesthood is to all 12 tribe men of Israel, right? This is Ezekiel 44 and 20, and it goes into the priesthood, what priests should not do, right? Like it say, verse 21 say, neither shall any priest drink wine when they enter into the inner court, right? Like, you go to camp, you're going to teach, you shouldn't be going to camp, basically drinking, right? That's for after camp. Like if you're going to camp, you shouldn't have sex before you go to camp because you're unclean until nightfall, right? So right here in Ezekiel 44, it say, this is verse 20. Neither shall they shave their heads, meaning to bald your head, nor suffer their locks to grow long. They shall only pull their heads. Let's look at this. Now, let's say you can grow your hair, right? Let's say we can have dreads. It say you're supposed to cut your hair, man. You gotta pull it. And I'm finna go into something heavy in the book of Numbers, which is the law. So I'm gonna show you these guys. These guys is off, man. You knucklehead Jakes is off. I ain't even gonna say the N word. I'm gonna say you knuckleheads. I'm gonna be humble today. So this word locks here, right? It's different. 865:45. Now it says
Strong's H 6545. Perre. Perre.
now you see it say hair, long hair, locks, right? Now let's look at this. This say so-called from the idea of shaving. It say see the root, number 2, number 6 and 5, which we're going to read. I'm going to number 6 and 5. Okay, that's what I'm showing you this. We're going to go to number 6 and 5, and we're going to start at verse 1. Now it said, let's go back. Matter of fact, let me look at this. Okay, that's going back into that to the the original. So let's go back because I'm finna show you something. Now, when you go to the word pole, right? Right here, H 3697.
Strong's H 3697. Kassam. Kassam.
You see this? It said to cut, clip, trim, shear. Now, let's say we can have dreads, right? What did it say? It said to cut, clip, trim, shear. Mark the messenger hasn't cut his hair because it's super long, right? As a matter of fact, bear with me for a second. Let me get this. I meant to pull these up so we can show this. Because it's for education. It's for edification's sake. So let's pull these up. Because I got this bug out guy, a Yabun Ephraim, right? I want to pull his clip up, his image. Okay. Just so we can have it. So bear with me. Because see, now you got some people might say, oh, we can take the Nazarene vow, the Nazarite vow, right? Okay. You can take the Nazarite vow. But do you know in the Nazarite vow, it's not forever. It's for a period of time. And then you got to shave your head once the Nazarite vow is completed. I'm finna read it to you. So all these guys that talk about, oh yeah, I took the Nazarite vow. That's not forever, man. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it. Show you how these guys is off, man. So bear with me for a second here. I'm looking for this other guy clip. Just bear with me for a second, brothers. Because we got to make this plain. Because this guy said that Samson had dreads. And I told him no. He had plaits. Samson didn't have no dreads, man. Okay? He didn't have no dreads, man. So Salakia. Let me get bear with me, bear with me. I just want to pull this up. See, these guys is off, man. And they followers is being destroyed, man. Trying to justify that they can have long hair. And that's not in the scriptures, man. The Lord is not dealing with this. It's a bunch of madness. But it's okay. We're going to show you here today that Samson, Solomon had plaits, man. And it say, and when I read it, it said that Samson had 7 braids. When I used to get my hair done, I used to get 7 braids, man. Okay? 7. Bear with me. I just want to pull these up. So I just want to show you. So you can see. So, okay. Come back to me. Now, beautiful, because I was going to read that. Now, let's go back. Ezekiel 44 and 20. Neither shall they shave their heads, meaning to bald your head, nor suffer their locks to grow long. They shall only poll their heads, meaning to cut, right? Now, when you go to number 6, let's read it. But let's say a person take the Nazarene vow, right? Let's say they take that. Guess what? It's not forever, man. I'm finna show you. This is Numbers chapter 61. And it reads, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, say unto them, when either man or woman shall separate themselves to vow a vow of a Nazarite, to separate themselves unto the Lord. I want you to listen. Because let's say Mark the messenger took the Nazarite vow. Watch this. Verse 3. He shall separate himself from wine and strong drink. He shall drink no vinegar or wine or vinegar of strong drink, neither shall he drink any liquor or grapes, nor eat moist grapes or dried. Right? Verse 4. All the days, listen, all the days of his separation shall he eat nothing that is made of the vine tree, from the kernels even to the husk. All the days of the vow of his separation, there shall no razor come upon his head. Listen, you see right here? Look, until the days be fulfilled. What is this talking about? All the days of the vow of his separation, there shall no razor come upon his head until the days be fulfilled. You see that? In the which he separated himself unto Yahweh, he shall be holy, and shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow. You see that? Until the days be fulfilled. So this means the Nazarite vow is not forever. It's for a certain period of time. So let's say Mark the Messenger did take the Nazarite vow. He done had his dreads growing since he been on YouTube since 2011. I'm assuming, because look how long they is. I had long dreads. The head brother of our camp had his dreads longer than mine. So what does that mean? That means he haven't shaven his head. That means he's letting his Nazarite vow go on, which right here say, all the days of the vow of his separation, there shall no razor come upon his head until the days be fulfilled. Salakia, hold on 1 second. Bear with me for a second. I got maintenance checking the smoke detectors and the sprinklers. Bear with me for a second. All right, Salakia, I forgot they was coming today. So let's go back. So in number 6, right? This number 6 and 5. Let's say all the days of the vow of his separation, there shall no razor come upon his head until the days be fulfilled, in the which he separated himself unto the Lord Yahweh. He shall be holy, and shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow. Right? Now again, let's look at this word locks. I got the one in Judges, right? So let's see if it's the same word right here. Now see, this is the one that's in Ezekiel. You see how cold that is? This is the one in Ezekiel. Hair, long hair, right? Now, the one in Judges, you see, we still link you right back to number 6 and 5. Ezekiel 44 and 20. You see it? Right here. You see? So the one that's in Judges is showing you that Samson didn't have dreads. The one in Judges is making the point that he didn't have dreads. Let's keep reading this in Numbers. And this is Numbers 6 and 6. It reads, all the days that he separated himself unto Yahweh, he shall come at no dead body. He shall not make himself unclean for his father, or for his mother, for his brother, or for his sister, when they die, because the consecration of his power is upon his head. Verse 8. All the days of his separation is all the days of his separation, he is holy unto Yahweh. And if any man die very suddenly by him, and he have defiled the head of his consecration, then he shall shave his head in the day of his cleansing. On the seventh day shall he shave it. This if he come near to a dead body or somebody die in his family, close friend, whatever, right? Relative. And on the eighth day, he shall bring 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons to the priest to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And the priest shall offer the one for a sin offering and the other for a burnt offering, and make an atonement for him that he sinned by the dead, and shall hallow his head that same day. Verse 12. And he shall consecrate unto Yahweh the days of his separation, and shall bring a lamb of the first year for the trespass offering. But the days that were before shall be lost, because his separation was defiled. Now, this is going into if he come across a dead animal, I mean a dead body, somebody died in the family. But it told you if he finished the days out, he still got to shave his hair off. It's a verse 13. And this is the law of the Nazarite when the days of his separation are fulfilled. He shall be brought unto the door of the tabernacle of congregation, and he shall offer his offering unto the Yahweh, one he lamb of the first year without blemish for a burnt offering, and one ewe lamb of the first year without blemish for a sin offering, and one ram without blemish for a peace offering, and a basket of unleavened bread, cakes of fine flour mingled with oil, and wafers of unleavened bread anointed with oil, and their meat offering and their drink offering. Man, it's a lot for a Nazarene vow. It's cold. It's a and the priest shall bring them before Yahweh, and shall offer his sins offering and his burnt offering. And he shall offer the ram for a sacrifice of peace offerings unto Yahweh with the basket of unleavened bread. The priest shall offer also his meat offering and his drink offering. Look at this. And the Nazarite shall shave the head of his separation at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and shall take the hair off the head of his separation and put it in the fire, which is under the sacrifice of the peace offering. You see this? And the priest shall take the sodden shoulder of the ram, and one unleavened cake out of the basket, and one unleavened wafer, and shall put them upon the hands of the Nazarite after the hair of his separation is shaven. Come on, man. You see it? You see it. So let's just say you can have dreads. They got to get cut. And that's only if you took the Nazarite vow. So this guy that came on my comment board talking about Samson had dreads. Well, let's go back to it. Let's go back to it. Samson didn't have dreads. He had braids, man. Okay? Braids. Judges 16 and 19. And she made him sleep upon her knees, which is with Delilah. And she called for a man, and she caused him to shave off the 7 locks of his head, and she began to afflict him, and his strength went from him. So I'm gonna show you this again. I'm gonna go to the one in Solomon's 5 and 11, because Solomon had braids too. Show you what it say there. Like it. So right here, you see this locks is different from the one that's in Numbers and the one that's in Ezekiel 44. Why? Because they showing you here that these aren't talking about dreads, it's talking about braids or plaits. Because plaits and braids both get weaved together with three strands of hair. You see it? Braids, lock, plait. And how do you get locks? By weaving three strands of your hair together, which makes a braid or plait. Now I'm finna show you something. Look right here. It's a ringlet of hair. As a matter of fact, let's look up the word ringlet real quick. I'm curious to see what it say. Let's look up ringlet. So let's go to Google. Let's look up this word ringlet. You see, these guys be talking trash and they don't do nothing, man. I want all these guys coming, boy. And I had over 100 guys coming my coming, boy, talking trash. None of them have a channel. All their channels have nothing on it. So let's look up this word ringlet, see what it say. Look, you see? This what I'm talking about. Listen. Ringlet. It's a lock of hair hanging in a corkscrew shaped curl. Okay? A lock of hair hanging in a corkscrew shaped curl. Now let's look. It say as gliding over each other. Now when you females know when you plaiting or braiding somebody's hair, what are you doing with each one of those three strands of hair? You doing? You gliding it over each other, right or wrong? You females on the comment board. I had braids. Tell me that's not what you're doing when you braiding hair. Is you not gliding the hair one over each other? The three strands of hair that you be holding when you braiding? Is that not what it's talking about? That's exactly what it's talking about. Let's go back. A ringlet of hair. Now, let's go here to Songs of Solomon. 5 and 11. Right? What was they playing? Select it. Let me go here and type it in here. Maybe because I put a S on Songs of Solomon. So this is Songs of Solomon, verse 11, right? It say, his head is as the most fine gold. His locks are bushy and black as a raven. So let's look this up. Because it said with ringlet, it said something about like a corkscrew. That ain't dress, ain't like a corkscrew with with the curl. Okay, that's talking about if you take braids out after a while, what are they gonna look like? Like a corkscrew. I just thought about that. Come on, man. So let's look at this word. See, this is a different word for locks. This is not the same word in Ezekiel 44 and 20 or in number 6 or the one that's in Judges 16 and 19. I'm going to show you some. I looked at this earlier at the plantation. It say locks of hair, right? Now look at this. It say H6972. Look, in its original sense, a forelock as shown. Now, when you look up the word forelock, let's look it up. This is say what Solomon had. This is the word forelock. Watch this. It's a lock of hair growing just above the forehead. It's a let me scroll down right here. Hold on. Plural. See it say plural. You see it say plural locks of hair, which is not talking about dreads, talking about plaits. Braid. Your hair get plaited in dreads. Locks of hair, so called from their being cut off. Forelocks. So forelocks say again, a lock of hair growing just above the forehead. It say the part of the mane of a horse of similar hair, of similar animal, which grows from the pole and hangs down over the forehead. So let me see. It say a lock of hair growing from the front of the head. So let's just say you can have dreads. Well, if you the only way you can grow your hair long, right? The only way you can grow your hair long according to the law in number 6, you have to take the Nazarite vow. Other than that, you can't have long hair, man. Other than taking the Nazarite vow, you can't have long hair. Now what? Let's go back. Again, it's a ringlet of hair as gliding over each other. You see it? So even though I know these guys are going to buck up against this, it's a braid lock plait. That's what Samson had. Braids. King Solomon had braids. Okay? Let me come back to me real quick. So what we see right here, this bug out demon guy right here. Like you bear with me. Existed was it? So we see this guy right here. These are Shiva Jattas, man. Okay? These are Shiva Jattas. These are not locks, man. These are Shiva Jattas. These are not plaits. So as the brother put up, Muslim Naim, serving on Yahushua, 1 Corinthians 11:14. Do not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame to him, right? So I just want to show that the locks that you think Samson had was not locks, man. Okay? First Corinthians 11:14 again. Do not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him. So Samson and King David did not have locks, man. They had braids. Now I got one other thing I want to deal with. So let me go back to this blue letter. And Elder Manat Zappa was doing a lesson. Actually, yesterday he posted it last night, which is a lesson he did a while ago. And he was going to Deuteronomy 28, right? So let me get rid of these. So like you bear with me. Pull this blue letter back up. Because in Deuteronomy 28, verse 68 talks about um us being sold, right? So let me pull this up. All right. All right. So let's pull this up. Salakia, bear with me. In Deuteronomy 28, it reads, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. Meaning you ain't gonna see your land no more, right? And there, well, in the new Egypt, the spiritual Egypt, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. When you go to this word buy here, which this has been done many times over, but you always got these bug outs to say, see, they wasn't bought. That word buy doesn't mean not to be purchased with money, man. Because it said you were sold to your enemy for bond women and bond maid and bond women, right? Now, right here, for that word buy, it say get, purchase, buyer, possessor, possessed, owner, recover, right? So the definition is recover or redeemed, right? That word buy in Deuteronomy 28 and 68 mean to be redeemed right here. Recover, redeem, right? Let's go back. So when you go to Isaiah 52 and 1, let's read this. Isaiah 52 and 1, it reads, awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion, put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city, for henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. And that's two-thirds of Jake and heathens alike. Uncircumcised and unclean, right? It says, shake thyself from the dust, which is confusion of North America, Babylon the Great. Babylon mean confusion. It's saying sit down, meaning to sit in that pasture that King David mentioned in Psalm 23, right? It says, sit down, O Jerusalem, loose thyself from the bands off thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. Is the point. Isaiah 52 and 3. For thus saith Yahweh, ye sold yourselves for naught. You see it? Ye sold yourselves for naught, and you shall be redeemed without money. You see it? You shall be redeemed without money. Now, let's go to Isaiah 43 and 1. They don't understand what that word by mean, man. It means to be redeemed. Look at this. Isaiah 43 and 1, it reads, But now thus saith Yahweh, that created thee, O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Israel, fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by thy name, thou art mine. You see it? Hold on. This is Lamentation, chapter 5, and verse 8. And it reads, you see it? Servants have ruled over us. There is none that doeth deliver us out of their hand. Okay? But the Lord said, He redeemed us. Right? Let's get one more here. Jeremiah 31, 11. Watch this. It's Jeremiah 31, 11. For the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, have redeemed Jacob and ransomed him from the hand of him that was stronger than he. For Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, have redeemed Jacob. You see it? You see it? For Yahweh have redeemed Jacob and ransomed him from the hand of him that was stronger than he. Let's get one more here. This is Joel 3 and 3. And it reads, And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they may drink. Yeah, what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, which are the Africans, the Hamites, the so-called Africans, and all the coast of Palestine, which is Philistine? Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Because you have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. Verse 6 reads, The children also of Judah, the southern kingdom, and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, sold, that ye may remove them far from their border. Let's look at this word sold here and see what it say. H4376. You see it? You see it? Vocab in them. To be sold. You see it? To be sold. As it say, a primitive root to sell, literally as merchandise. A daughter in marriage is into slavery, to surrender at all, sail away. You see it? What are they talking about? So, when you go back to Deuteronomy 28 and 68, and Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there you shall be sold. Let's look at this word sold here. See what it say. See it? Same word.
Strong's H 4376. Macher. Macher.
To sell literally as merchandise, into slavery, to surrender. What are they talking about? So I just want to show that, man, because you had this guy talking about Samson had dreads. Now, as a matter of fact, before I close, another way to prove that Samson and King David, which we showed it, didn't have dreads. The Lord said this, Jeremiah 10 and 1. You can't get around this. But you can't get around what I brought out in Numbers. That was the law about a Nazarite vow. This is Jeremiah 10 and 1. Heed the word which Yahweh speak unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. So, what are Shiva Jattas? It's a heathen custom, man. Okay? It's a heathen custom. Let me see something right here. Wait me for a second. Let's pull this up. Now look, let me show it to you. You see? You bug out Jakes. You slow belly. Jake through, man. Now, I just pulled this up on Google, right? It say dreadlocks. Look, it say dreadlocks originated in India. Ha ha. Now what? And Eldom knocked us out by winning to this a while ago. Now what? You bug out slow belly Jakes. Now what? Dreadlocks originated in India. A non-secular significance of Shiva Jattas. You see it? You see it? Do you see it? Dreadlocks originated in Hinduism in India from the three-eyed god Shiva. On this video, I discuss in regards to the true non-secular significance of Shiva Jattas as they properly identified in India. Dreadlocks are from the Veda Agamas and was introduced right down to earth 60 billion years in the past by Shiva himself. This is a lot. 60 billion years. It's a true sadhus, India, Hindu monks put on them as a result of they led you to enlightenment. Take pleasure in. You see it? Do you see it? This is not a Hebrew custom. You slow belly bug outs. You see it? Now what? And I'm gonna leave that right there on the screen. I'm gonna leave it right there. Now what? Huh? Don't worry. We're gonna wait for it. So you see, this guy, Mark the Messenger, and this other guy, Yamban Ephraim, with they Shiva Jattas. Those are not Israelite customs, man. The Lord say, learn not the way of the heathen, man. Now what? It's gonna be something else tomorrow. You can bet your bottom dollar it's gonna be some excuse tomorrow. So, Lord was edifying. You gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Oh, it's beautiful. Let's read this before I close out. This is from the brother Adam Nah he put up. 2nd Ezra 1 and 8. It reads, put thou off then the hair of thy head, and cast all evil upon them, for they have not been obedient to my law, but it is a rebellious, people. The law say, in Numbers, if you don't have a Nazarite vow, then that means you don't supposed to have long hair. I'm talking to you men out here, man. And when you take the Nazarite vow, it's not forever. Okay? It's for a period of time, and then you must shave it off, man. So even if you take the Nazarite vow, that don't mean you can grow your hair down to your feet, man. Okay? It's for a period of time, man. So what does that tell you? You think you want to go through your whole life and not somebody in your family not die or pass away, somebody you know. So if you taking the Nazarite vow, like it said 6, and somebody in your family die, close friend, relative, whatever it is, you got to shave that off and start over. Okay? So you can't sit here and say this guy been on YouTube since 2011. He was keeping the Nazarite vow. No, he ain't been keeping the Nazarite vow. And if he did, he still had to shave his hair off at some point in time. When the Nazarite vow, let me read it here on my phone, because I need to keep this on the screen. Dreadlocks originated in India. Hey, these jakes is hurt trying to find something, but there is nothing, man. You either come with truth or you're coming with nothing, man. So back in number 6, real quick, it say number 6 and 5. It say all the days of the vow of his separation, there shall no razor come upon his head until the days be fulfilled, in the which he separate himself unto Yahweh. He shall be holy and shall let the locks of his hair of his head grow. Okay? But once that's done, you're supposed to shave them off. You see it? Come on, man. Come on, man. So, Lord willing to edifying. Gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rekah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether concepted or not. In the sincere salutation to all the occupant pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hope for the elect. And shalom to the Awal who are listening and learning. You few sisters who are listening and learning. The Lord was edifying. Till next time, I say shalom, shalom. The watch for tuning in. May you help by Shema shall continue to bless you in your houses. Stay prayed up. The water for your precepts. Now, read this again before I close. Maznaim put up 1 Corinthians 11 and 14. Doeth not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him? So at least you got the Nazarite, at least you keep the Nazarite vow. Having hair on your head is a shame to you, you bug out slow bellies. Okay? And Paul is quoting this because it's in the law, man. It's in the law not to have long hair, man. It's in the law. Now what? Now what you gonna say? The laws are done away with? Even Ezekiel said in Ezekiel 44, man. It said they shall neither shave their heads, no, nor shall they suffer their locks to grow long, but they shall only poll their heads. Ezekiel 44 and 20. Go read it. I read it, man. Now what, man? And you know what's gonna be next? Nothing. They're gonna continue to walk on in their folly, man, in their wickedness. You hurt little slow bellies. So Lord witness edifying again. The water for tuning in, the water for your precepts. May your help by Shema shall continue to bless you in your houses. Stay prayed up. Until next time, I say Shalom. Wa Abba Babal.